Well, I'd say I'm about 80% sure where I see myself in 5 or 10 years
80% sure,
from now.
all right. Okay.
Yep, I'm almost 100% sure.
Okay, good.
I'd like to just be continuing to do what I'm doing now, but reaching more and more people on a larger scale and in a way that's more accessible. So I'd like to become more well-known in the community, take my services out there and make them available for everyone and anyone, and basically be seen as one of the main go-to guys for coaching, not only locally but possibly nationally as well.
Fantastic.
Specializing with young people.
Right, great. I'm with Brian McAleer, life and youth empowering coach. We'll be back straight after this track, so hang around. 97.7 FM, KC Radio. Welcome back. You're tuned into 97.7 FM, KC Radio on an hour of power and leadership. We're running out of time, but I'm here with my special guest, Brian McAleer. And Brian, getting straight into the questions itself, what motivates you with the day-to-day challenge to keep moving forward in life? What is that motivation?
It changes from time to time depending on what I'm working on. But at the end of the day, what helps keep me motivated is having a plan and daily habits or daily rituals, as I like to call them. The one that works for me the most is an exercise I learnt about called morning and evening pages.
Okay.
And this exercise is basically like journaling. Mm-hmm. As soon as I wake up in the morning, and I'm not a morning person all the time, but as soon as I wake up in the morning, I will just start writing in my notebook for 15 minutes. Even before hopping out of bed, I have the notebook on my side table, and I just write for 15 minutes about what I hope to achieve for the day, what my concerns for the day are, what my worries are. Then at night, I do the same exercise again just before turning in for the night, writing about the day, how it unfolded,
what I achieved,
what my learnings were from that particular day. When I initially started this, I didn't have a lot to say. I was just writing some randomness. But as I did it more and more, after about 30 days of doing this consistently,
get into the habit,
it just becomes automatic. And I was actually achieving what I was setting out to achieve each day and going to sleep feeling satisfied with the day.
Well, it's like driving a car, isn't it?
It is, absolutely.
Life is a road. That's great. And you're passionate about what you do. And how do you affect people with your passion? Now, a lot of people say, "I've got my passion, in life," but how do you personally affect people with your passion?
I'm very open about what I like to do. I like to share it with people. I post things on Facebook 3 or 4 times a day. I like to share things with people about all the various interests that I have, and I just speak about my passion from the heart. I'm just genuine and authentic about it, and I like to encourage people to find out what their passion is, introduce it to their life, and share it with other people. And I like to help people discover what their passions are, because when you're living your passions, all the other little trivial things that get us down don't seem so important after all. It helps you keep the bigger picture in mind, and that's what I like to help people do.
Great. You've had a lot of ups and downs in your life. You're talking to me off air, and and how do you look at challenges? And like I said, ultimately what drives you every day? Because it's hard to stay motivated in life as such. I was talking about motivation and inspiration, but it's hard to stay motivated all the time, and to find that drive. And I think once you find that drive in life, you get to the next level and making things happen. But what is your drive, Brian?
My drive is, I think, to just live with purpose and discover what my purpose is and focus on that. And sometimes motivation, it comes in fits and starts. It's not available every day. We have our good days and bad days. But what keeps me motivated is keeping the bigger picture in mind. I have a vision board on my wall at work and also on the wall in my study of things that I want to do, things that I want to achieve, and I look at that every now and then. I also have this small book which has more images on it, which is an extension of my vision board, and every now and then I'll flip that open and just think, that's what I'm working for, that's the place I want to travel to one day, this is the kind of car I'd like to have. Because most of us are visual learners. We remember pictures, we remember movies, we remember images. So having those images accessible to us all the time keeps us motivated.
Great. I'm with Brian McAleer here, a life and a youth empowering coach on 97.7 FM KC Radio on an hour of power and leadership. And just in wrapping up itself, do you have a special message or a motto or a quote you can leave our listeners to inspire them, Brian?
Yeah, I do, Ryan. Actually, I came up with this just a couple of weeks ago, and the quote came to me when I'd had a bit of a challenging day. And when I have a challenging day, I like to write about it, and that's where I think sometimes greatest learnings come from. The quote that I developed, which I'd like to share, is that the only ones who ever achieved their dreams were only the ones who went for them. They took the risks, they hit the walls, they stumbled along the way, but they got up from the falls. Courage, perseverance, and hope get them there. Passion, belief, and purpose keep them there. They now live with vision, drive, and ambition, and change the world on their own special mission. Follow your dream and discover your why. Then the world is yours. You'll take off and fly.
Fantastic. Oh, well. Brian, I'm with Brian McAleer, a life and a youth empowering coach. There you have it. Brian, thank you for being here on an hour of power and leadership.
Thank you for having me, Ryan. I've had a great time.
It's Brian and Ryan. I'm getting confused with my name now. But there you have it, Brian McAleer. What an inspiring journey, and he continues to inspire youth, inspiring people with his life coaching. And you got an insight to life coaching as well, and what life coaches are. And I think